You are watching a master at work.
So what you telling me is you not in the mix? Nah, man, the mix. What's the mix? Oh, man. It's the livest talk station out right now, man. Stop playing and get in the mix with your boy Kid 6, you heard?
Watch this. Watch I get here every week. I tell her we gotta get in the mix. Every week. She's never ready. Never ready. How does she expect us to get the latest on the latest if she's never ready? Watch this. Watch she don't be ready. What are you doing? Yo, you're sleeping? And the mix is about to start. Come on, bruh. See, I'm leaving, man. I can't even get in the mix over here, man. Oh, man.
Man, if you're not getting in the mix with Kid 6, what is you really doing, baby? Tune in right now.
Get in the mix with Kid 6, you heard?
Very well.
What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. You are tuned in to Radio on Fire. It's your big dog, Kid 6. Shot-Town's finest, Carlton, your dig, and your girl, Leah.
Happy Tuesday.
You are in the mix.
Yep.
We appreciate everybody being in the mix on this Taco Tuesday, man. Hopefully you are kicked back enjoying a nice taco.
What's up with you and tacos?
I don't
Every
know, but
week.
I'm craving a taco.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. You've been craving it for like 10 years now.
I definitely need some. Your man still be making the tacos down at Sangria?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, we got to find out because them tacos is fire. I need some tacos in my life.
I didn't have them, but you said they were fire.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
What did you get the last time we were there?
Is he vegetarian?
I don't know what I got. Yeah, because they didn't have the shrimp. I can't remember what I had.
You got the...
I did, see? Aaron Smart, chips and salsa. That's what I got.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shout out to the sponsors, Sour Life Clothing Line, Capture the World, and Rich King Brand.
Is that Sour Life?
Is that a Sour Life?
It's a sour life.
Is that a Sour Life? Got the Nipsey Blue on too?
Yeah, you already know.
And let me just tell y'all, man. I've seen some decent Halloween outfits over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all ain't catch Shot-Town Finest Fit, listen.
No, see.
My man's killed it. He won Halloween.
What did you dress up as? Who did you?
Neighborhood Nip.
The marathon
Neighborhood.
Well,
continues.
you gotta show you the pic.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show her the side by
Bro
side.
killed it. Bro killed it.
Neighborhood Nip.
Oh my God, you did so good.
Yeah, bro
Yes.
killed it, man.
Yes, those were braids under there. I had on a wig. I had to
What'd
put
you
the
do with
do-rag
the
on
tats
there.
and all that? Like,
I drew those.
that was so good.
I had some of my own, but he got way more tats than me.
Yes.
But with the you know what I'm saying, I had the wig on. I had to put the do-rag over the wig because I was gonna be getting Shamar Moore from Diary of a Mad Black
Oh,
Woman.
you don't want to
vibe.
be that. You don't want to
I
be
couldn't.
that. No,
Yeah.
see, you did a
Nip
good
Nip don't
job.
deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see it out there a little bit.
Yeah, no, you did really good.
Hey, bro, you killed it. Yeah, man. I'm not even going to front. I was a little jealous because I wanted to attend somebody's Halloween party, but I couldn't find a red coat.
Who you trying to be?
I was going to be Drake from the Hotline Bling
yeah, you
video.
did say that.
Playing Drizzy.
It's cool because I'm going to
Coulda
just do
pulled
it
it
next year. I'm grabbing all my stuff in advance now because I got a few things that I'm going to do. I'm going to have 2 fits because then I'm going to do the album cover of Take Care.
Are you doing the Take Care?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Take Care album cover, and then I'm gonna switch it up. So yeah, I'm gonna be in my bag next year for Halloween. So I ain't playing no games, and I think it's on a Tuesday. I mean, not a Tuesday, a Saturday. Yeah, so it's perfect. Everybody went all out and had their 5 outfits, so I'm gonna get my 2, and I'm gonna be Gucci. Can't tell me nothing. So I ain't playing no games.
All right, over here, Drake.
Facts.
Yeah, what you mixing up?
So you know what I'm mixing up.
What you mixing up?
You know we gotta start with the sports. Last night's Monday Night Football game, Cowboys take down the Giants, 37-18. Giants, yeah, horrible season for them.
What are they right now?
They're now 2-7, I believe.
Damn, 2 and terrible.
Yeah, pretty much.
God, New York taking L's after L's.
Yeah, they
and
definitely
Knicks,
are.
and
They
sheesh.
definitely are. Sunday night's matchup. I definitely want to touch on that, man. I knew it was going to be a good game, but I didn't think the Ravens were going to destroy them the way that they did.
I did not think that. I think I said that we just might as well chalk that one up because we're going to lose. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait. So are y'all telling me I'm the only person that had the Ravens winning that
Yeah.
game? Not even you?
Not even me.
Well, you know me. My Steelers is in the division, so I wanted.
Oh
the
yeah,
Ravens
of
to
course,
lose.
of course. That
I
makes
wanted
sense.
the
That
Ravens
makes
to
sense.
lose.
But my question to you is exactly, you have faith.
Yeah, see, this was my thing, right? Looking at the Patriots, the games they've won so far,
Yeah.
they haven't really played that many tough teams.
That's what somebody else said.
And then I'm
That's-
looking at the Ravens. The Ravens didn't play some tough teams, and they was toughing it out. And then a quarterback is Lamar been impressing me all season.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I thought it was gonna be a close game. I ran into some random guy downtown. He's just like, yo, you getting ready for the game? I wasn't, but I told him I was. Like, yeah, of course. He's like, who you got? I was like, I think it's gonna be a close game, but you know what? He had on a Ravens hat and jersey, so I'm like, Ravens gonna win. I got you. He's like, what's the score? I'm like, it might be close, like 28-32. Ravens taking it down. He's like, all right, man. You hesitated a little bit right there. Had to make sure you was good. I was like, all right. Then I look at the score, and it was 30-20. I was like, yo, the Patriots get a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and the Ravens kick a field goal. I said I would have almost guessed that exactly. That would have been crazy. But,
Yeah.
I mean, 37-20.
Yeah, we were all, my timeline was lit up. Lit up.
Boys, it's different.
Definitely.
That's all I
I needed
seen.
the Ravens to lose, man. But it's cool because the Steelers, they sit in second in the division, so I'm fine with that. We back at
Y'all
500.
were shaky, though. Y'all
You know-
barely won.
You know, we're
I only know
always
that-
shaky. Always shaky.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I'll take the win.
So
A win is
what
a
are you
win.
predicting for your Steelers at this point?
To be honest with you, I really didn't predict us sitting at 500. Our defense really looks good. We still have some kinks we got to fix out, but defensively, I know we can fix that up. Offensively, they got to produce more. We got to find more ways of getting Juju the ball. I think they need to really let our quarterback,
Yes, he
Mason
agrees.
Rudolph, just go ham with throwing the ball. Like seriously, I feel like I don't know if they're taking this scared method, but just let that man throw. Let him do his thing, because at this point, the way that we're really playing, I mean, we really can't afford to lose any more games, but we're still in the hunt. We could make a playoff push.
But if y'all make the playoffs, that means y'all probably gonna be out, what, first round?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, if we make the playoffs, we going deep. I'm telling you, because our defense has really been stepping it up. Like, we've been committing turnovers, getting sacks. So yeah.
You know what they say too? The best time to get hot is towards the end of the season anyway.
And they always say offense wins games, defense wins championships.
It's a fact.
Speaking
fact.
of hot, right? So we know I was just thinking about Joe Flacco, right?
I
Did
thought
he
you was
have
gonna
a
talk about your breath. Go
shut
ahead.
the hell up? Did he go out with a neck injury?
Yeah,
That's what
so
I
he's
heard.
out for the remainder of the season.
Poor man. That
So he'll
sucks.
probably be out of a job come next off season. And Carolina Panthers have placed quarterback Cam Newton on injured reserve, which means my man's could be out of Carolina. And you know what? I wouldn't be upset. I want him somewhere to where he's going to be protected as a quarterback, because I feel as though Carolina did a horrible job at really trying to build an offensive line that could protect that black man. Granted, he's put his body on the line at times, but
Yeah, you're saying that.
He does. I know a place where he might be appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago,
It's
Y'all
a
need
city. It's a city in the Midwest. We could appreciate a quarterback.
yeah,
like,
because
Cam
Mitch
Newton.
Trubisky, that ain't it, bro. You look stressed out.
Man,
You look stressed out, bro.
man.
I seen a meme with y'all. It's like somebody was throwing the like a football to a bear or a ball. I was like, that's the closest thing to a catch for y'all Chicago Bears.
Damn.
I sent it to you. I was like, yo, people are terrible, yo.
I can't even argue that, man, because
I have to look it up and show you. It's actually rather
man.
funny.
I had a lot
I
of
think I
faith
seen
in
it. Yeah, the girl threw like a piece of bread or something into the bear's mouth. Yeah, I saw
I
that.
had a lot of faith in Mitch.
Yeah.
But it's not too much there no more. I don't have anything to base that faith off of.
Yeah, that man has to go. Y'all have to send him packing.
Yeah.
He has to go
Make
out
y'all
of
look
Chicago.
bad.
But yeah, so there will be some interesting names in the quarterback bracket come free agency in the off season, and yeah, some surprise moves too. So we'll see. But the season shall continue. Dolphins got their first win.
Over
Against
the,
Come on,
over
give
the Jets.
us
Over
some
the Jets.
credit.
over the
So
Jets.
they're like 1 and what?
They
6?
both 1-7 now. I
7?
think.
Okay.
So there's only one remaining undefeated team in the league. That's the San Francisco 49ers.
I heard.
There's only one winless team in the league.
Who's that?
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, well.
So at this point, I feel like
We
they're
don't care
just going
about
to
that.
continue tanking so they could get that number 1 overall pick.
I mean, at this point, I would.
Nah,
Might as
so,
I mean, you already 0-7, 8.
so,
Yeah.
It's already a dub. Let's
so
let
I
it
got a
go.
question for you, though. As far as the Jets and the Dolphins go, who's the worst team now? They got the same record, but one of them beat the other one. Does that technically make the Dolphins better than the Jets now, even though they was defeated before this game?
Now, you know who the worst team is? The Jets.
You agree? See?
I was gonna say the same thing, because I mean, if you are defeated, you lose to a team that's defeated, even though you got one win. Not even though it seemed like y'all on the even playing field, like you just lost to a team that had 0 wins,
0
Right.
wins.
and you had one. You was not supposed to lose that game.
And y'all, first of all, y'all beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Did beat the Cowboys.
And I believe y'all had y'all third string quarterback. And then y'all lose to a winless Dolphins team.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And guess
Wow.
what? You know who I'm laughing at this moment?
Who?
Le'Veon Bell. Because guess what? He's seeing how different it is on a team.
That's
He's
not the Steelers?
Yep. He's not getting the yardage that he was putting up in Pittsburgh. So, yeah.
Okay.
We got the last laugh.
He was working.
Y'all just
his
need to worry
ass
about
off.
staying in the hunt. That's what y'all need to worry about.
Don't worry. We got
Okay.
this.
All right.
Don't worry. The season's
Le'Veon Bell ain't worried about
halfway
y'all.
over.
a turn. Something can easily happen.
Again,
Things
that's
can
true.
easily quickly turn.
That is very true.
So, yeah. So, at this point, I just need the Steelers to hold it down because this week we have our final home game, and then we'll be back on the road. But it's against the Rams. That's going to be a good matchup.
Y'all probably
Let
don't
me tell you.
Y'all need to stay. Y'all need to
We
stay
need
at least
this.
at 500 or above.
Facts. We really need this. So I'm gonna be somewhere watching that game and just making sure my boys win it. Moving on to the NBA, Warriors take down the Trailblazers last night, 127-118. Suns hand the 76ers their first loss of the season, 114-109. Now the Suns have given the Clippers their first loss of the season, and they gave the 76ers their
So what
first
is he
loss of
saying
the
about the
season.
Suns then?
I wouldn't get too hyped.
Okay.
I wouldn't get too hyped. But, I feel like they're starting to get the pieces together because they have a nice young group. And that boy Devin Booker is a beast.
So they're a team to be reckoned with in the future.
In the
Oh,
future?
yeah,
Down the line, yeah.
Down the
I
line.
thought you was
Okay.
talking
Not
about
right now. No.
Yeah,
Down the
nah.
line.
Yeah,
We got to keep our eyes out.
Devin
on
Booker
that.
is real.
Okay.
Devin Booker is
definitely.
real.
Keep a close eye on him. He'll in his career, he'll definitely be in MVP talks. That's for sure. Bucks crush the Timberwolves 134-106. Rockets over the Grizzlies 107-100. Nets take down the Pelicans 135-125. Wizards over the Pistons 115-99. Tonight's matchups. Make sure y'all tune in. As you can see, I had to rock my team tonight because my Lakers, they play Chicago Bulls at
Yeah,
8
Bulls
o'clock.
tonight.
And I just
Good
want to
look.
say,
Chicago.
and I just want to say that I've really been loving the way my Lakers have been stepping it up. I'm more so pleased with how they've been playing defensively. Defensively, they've been looking good, and right now we're 5-1 and in first place in the Western Conference. So I'm loving this. I'm
Exactly.
loving.
Why do you like the Lakers? Just
What you mean?
curious. Why are you a fan?
Man, listen.
I'm not saying that sarcastically. Just curious.
It's everything about them, man. That winning mentality. Go out there, and then you just gotta look at the championship history. The players who've worn the Laker jersey. I mean, come on. Then it made me like them even more because you had everyone hating on Kobe. For whatever reason, nobody was a Kobe fan. I guess
Like,
because
still not.
that's fun and that's cool because Kobe doesn't be out here trying to be best friends with everyone. Kobe has that killer instinct mentality. When I go out there,
Are you
you're
trying
not
to
my
insinuate
friend. I'm not insinuating
that somebody
anything.
else is trying to be best friends?
I ain't say that.
Oh.
But listen,
okay.
I'm gonna tell you one
even
thing.
though somebody else is, like, you do be niggas out there.
Okay.
Let me just tell you, I have two kings from the NBA, two GOATs.
Who's that?
MJ and Kobe.
What? You hear that,
And-
LeBron James fans? Y'all better
and
call in.
Those goats, those kings, they wasn't trying to be best friends with everybody.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Have you witnessed that?
Listen, man, we know who number 1 and number 2 is in my eyes. And them two teams that them players played for, they play against each other tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
So make sure y'all locked in for that. Celtics take on the Cavs, Pacers against the Hornets, Spurs against the Hawks, Magic against the Thunder, and the Heat against the Nuggets. Baseball, congratulations to the Washington Nationals winning their first World Series. You know what? Big ups to them.
We did not predict that they were going to win.
At all.
We didn't.
At all. I had
And
Houston.
they were 3-2.
Yeah.
So wow.
So they pulled it off.
They did.
You know what? They needed that because the Wizards, they're not giving them the finals anytime soon. And the Redskins, we already know how that's going for them. So yeah, so shout out to them, man. That city really needed something. Oh, and not to mention, what is the Washington Mystics? The women's basketball team. That's the time. Okay, yeah, and they won.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, shout out to them, man, holding
Okay.
things down. Moving on to some news. Yesterday, dozens of men walked the community looking to help put an end to violence. We know things doesn't happen overnight, but there's a positive to this start, man.
Absolutely.
So Pastor Dwayne Johnson of Speak to My Heart Ministries is one of the men behind organizing Monday night's gathering to walk around and pretty much just put an end to the violence that's going on.
I mean, again, like you said, we know that it's not like the end all be all, but it is a start, and you know, it's showing that people in the community actually do care about the violence that's going on, and hopefully other cities can be inspired by it, because it's really not just, obviously it's not here. It's a lot of our urban, cities that's happening
Definitely.
too, of course. So
It has to start somewhere. So I hope that they continue it and it really could put an end to the violence around it. Maybe if it gets the type of notice that it needs, it could happen
everywhere. Because did y'all hear about the news about in New York? I don't know where in New York. Was it Queens, I believe? There was a 14-year-old boy that got shot just playing ball and died. Just out there wrong. People can't even say wrong place, wrong time. He was just out there playing ball, doing what he loved to do, and got hit by a stray bullet and died. So I think they were saying it was like two like rivalry gangs. So I don't know. That's sad.
Yeah,
so it was like 1,000 people that turned out for his funeral. Can you believe that? And these like strangers, and
it's just sad.
Yeah.
Especially young kids losing their lives to nonsense.
Right.
Like it's really crazy.
Mm-hmm. And we talk about police brutality and all that good stuff. But do we ever really talk about? And I shout out to Brandon, because he probably would say that we don't talk about black on black violence.
Nah, that's really a good point.
It is a good point.
That's really a good point, because I think it's really crazy that when another race will take our kind, we tend to gather around and support one another, but we don't never really do the same when it comes to our own taking.
We hear this uproar and everybody has something to say. Like you hear so much about it, but a minute we have this happen every day in our city and no one says much.
And I think that's where. So I'm glad that he did this, because that's where it really starts.
Right.
So it's definitely needed, and I know I mentioned nonsense. Moving on to our next news, because this is just getting out of hand. A man was stabbed to death at Popeyes over a chicken.
Yeah.
I think
Prince George's County.
And PG.
And PG.
So I think for me,
Baltimore.
this is becoming a bit annoying, and it's frustrating, and I'm kind of more so disgusted, because when you look at the videos, I feel like I'm always seeing black people acting out of pocket when it comes to this, and it's crazy.
But then we want to get mad at the what folks?
White folks.
For talking so reckless
and
about us.
they probably looking at us
but
like,
we give them reasons sometimes to talk that way.
Probably talking
Why
about
are
us
people acting like they never had a chicken sandwich before? I don't care how good it is. Like, you really stabbing somebody over a chicken sandwich?
I mean, y'all, at this point, you're really like, come on.
Did y'all hear the story about what happened?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They said the news was developing when I read it.
Yeah,
they said it was because somebody cut him.
Yeah, they said he cut like 13 people in line. It was just like, I guess.
And yo stabbed him for that?
I don't know who, but apparently everybody else that was in line that was getting cut felt some kind of way.
As you can feel some type of way, yeah. But you don't. When did you? He just kind of missed the steps, like. You want to acknowledge the person like, yo, you kind of cut in front of me? Like, you went straight to the whole just stabbing.
It didn't go straight to stabbing. It was an altercation.
They fought.
They was
it was like an altercation that,
And then got stabbed.
And then he got, that's
But
why.
still, this is still all over the fact that somebody, all right, forget the chicken sandwich and the fact that somebody cut in line. And then y'all fighting over that, though? Like, that's...
It happens, man. People take disrespect.
So let's just say now the media spinned it to the chicken sandwich. It really wasn't about the chicken sandwich.
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Not really.
So you want to clarify that.
It wasn't,
then.
but it was.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't. They were in line for
I
the
mean,
chicken sandwich.
can we? They were, but can we say the person would have done the same thing if they cut in front of like a Walmart line? You know, them lines be long.
I mean, something like that probably happened in a situation like that before.
Right.
I would put it past.
So it was essentially about, but it really wasn't just mainly over the chicken sandwich. Okay.
I want the chicken sandwich. I want the chicken sandwich. I'm gonna stab you now.
The point is, a lot of things are crazy that are happening in Popeyes based upon this whole chicken sandwich, and people are just getting crazy over it.
I just need people to understand this. A chicken sandwich like that is never that deep.
Never.
And to be honest with you, I feel like Popeyes should take away the chicken sandwich because there's been nothing good that's been coming out of it. You're getting more. You're getting more reviews of the physical altercations that are taking place at your establishment than the actual sandwich itself.
True.
And at this point, you should understand. Okay,
see, it's not about capitalism. See, at this point, I actually agree with that.
So and at this point, I feel like, all right, the first go around, y'all got to witness firsthand how people were acting.
They also got to witness how much money they was making.
Right, that's what I mean. In my case, I would probably agree, like, oh, it's a business thing. In this case, I absolutely agree with you.
But at the same token, it's like, okay, you know what? Let's hire security.
That's you know, that is as crazy as that is. They will probably have to do that. But you think about it, y'all have security in a Popeyes.
I mean,
it's warranted. It's just wild to think about.
I mean, because you at this point, you're really now witnessing a lot of customers going crazy in fast food establishments. I mean, you got the person who got hit with the what was it?
What?
That got hit in the face. At McDonald's.
The blender.
With the blender.
She had a mixed up.
So, I mean, at this point, it's crazy for us to think like, damn, we now need security for fast food restaurants. But
apparently
it's
well
needed.
I mean, apparently so.
Either
but we
you
also
get
need to take personal responsibility.
I mean, yeah, granted, that's very true because nobody should really go into a Popeyes and, oh, he cut me, so I want to fight him.
Yeah,
or I want to lose my life over a chicken sandwich. That's dumb.
Right. So, but I mean, if they have to take those measures now, then okay.
People really gotta do better, man.
Us black people gotta do better.
All that, which leads, man, all that energy y'all putting into going out for these chicken sandwiches, make sure y'all get out and vote.
Yes, vote or die, like Puff.
Time.
Vote or die.
You gotta be just as extra.
Vote or die. Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Ain't that what your uncle be saying? So effing classy. Vote or die. I just need y'all to understand.
He ain't been saying this since 2004. He said that 1 year and that was it. Probably
So effing classy has like what 10 celebs that's alleged
related
family members. I need y'all to understand. It's not that. There's only one celebrity that's her family member.
It's only one.
It's only one, and he was a member of B2K, Rasby. That is her cousin, her first cousin.
So effing classy, time stop coming for you. Leave her and Rasby. Leave Rasby alone. And so effing classy.
Yo, it's not your uncle.
Uncle Rasby. I mean, B2K had hits, man.
They did. They definitely did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did, man. Moving on to some entertainment. Listen, at this point, hate it or love it, Kanye West tops Billboard charts with Jesus is King, ties record with everyone's favorite white boy Eminem for 9th consecutive #1 album in history.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kanye.
He does it again.
Does it again.
Listen,
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
you
People
can't
be talking
agree,
real
you-
crazy
you
about
can't
Kanye, but go and
agree,
support him.
You cannot
We are so
agree with
flip-floppy.
some of his
We are
some
so
of his thought
flip-floppy.
processes, but
Listen,
the man can make some good music.
Listen, what you gotta understand is people are not flip floppy. There's a whole entire mass of people that never stop listening to Kanye's music.
That's
Facts.
true.
I'm one of them.
I would
The people
agree.
that
I would
did,
agree.
they never. It wasn't.
They
as
weren't real
many.
fans?
Out of the people that was his fandom, they wasn't really the core.
Okay,
of
I
people that stopped.
can.
Facts.
I
Like
can agree with that.
I've still been rocking. I don't agree with some of the things that he says
Or does.
or does,
Okay.
but actually, y'all need to check out Did you watch the Big Boy interview?
I watched the entire Big Boy interview.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it.
What did you think about his interview?
It was a Kanye interview. It was nothing that I was surprised by. I understand you got to understand how Kanye thinks.
Yeah.
To really
Say that again. So you got to
understand
understand how Kanye thinks.
Yeah. He'll
Take some deep
literally
understanding.
He'll
No?
literally tell you exactly how he thinks and why he thinks. And you'll be like, "All right, if he thinking like that, I get it." A lot of the times it'll end up to him saying some things you may not agree with, but you'll understand.
Right.
Gotcha.
And that's pretty much what Big Boy was saying the whole interview. He was like, "Okay, I see where you're coming from." I mean, and Kanye was like, "That's cool. I'm not saying it for you to agree. My mind might change, but I'm just saying how I feel as it comes." And that's just pretty much what he do.
Okay.
That's a fact. But it was a good interview. One thing I could say, man, that boy Kanye, musically he's a genius.
Yeah, I think we can agree with that.
Musically, he's
most
a
of
genius.
us can.
So shout out to him, man. And we're just gonna keep things flowing because, you know what? It's crazy because when you hear Kim Kardashian's name, you hear it for more of a positive aspect now.
These
You know,
days,
before,
yes.
before
Yes.
you used to hear about her being naked somewhere, awkwardly
She's
posing
also
on a bed.
older, more mature mother of
I
four.
would hope
I
so.
think 4, yeah.
I would hope, having 4 kids, you would somehow mature because
She pushing up the what's her name number? Kiki Wyatt. 4 is a lot.
Nah,
though,
she's good.
these days. I know. I'm being funny. I'm
She
on
not even
9,
halfway
but
there.
Kiki got a starting 5 and a bench.
but no, this day and age, 4 is a lot of children in this day and age.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot if you ain't banking like.
But we
they are.
compare
That's
her
what I'm
to
saying.
Kiki.
Like
Yeah.
it's a lot. So
We compare her to Kiki.
I know.
Kiki's that shiki.
She probably like, that's it.
Right.
You just got 4.
Y'all
I have
think-
4 about.
I had
Y'all
4
think
how
I'm
long
done?
time ago? Yeah,
Y'all think
well,
I'm
done? Catch
ninth
up.
one.
Shit, in 2020, I guarantee we will hear in
You
the
think
news
she's gonna
again.
hear? She's gonna have another one.
Yes.
All right.
I might-
Well,
yo.
at least we know that her
I need to write her a letter.
reproductive
Like,
system
stop.
working.
Like I need her to stop.
Look, she's healthy. Her kids are healthy. Hey,
That's
keep
good,
it. She
yeah.
can have them. She
Shout out
can. She
to
can
her,
afford
but
it. I guess.
goddamn, mad fertile.
You ain't having sex with me. I got nothing to worry about. He's talking like he got strapped up twice just because I can't make sure she get pregnant.
Nah, real talk. Like
To be
yo,
a stepdaddy to her 9
listen,
kids.
if you listen, the one time you go in
He's
her
so
raw,
late.
you already know off rip she pregnant. Like you ain't even.
Luckily, it's not you.
Facts.
Yes.
Hell
she
yeah,
can.
dashiki. Ashtray. I'm pregnant already.
She's talking about some, I got 7 kids. I think I would know.
Hey yo, man,
that's
oh
funny.
man.
But yeah, but what is Kim Kardashian in the news for?
So Kim Kardashian is stepping in to make sure an innocent man's life isn't taken away. So Rodney Reed, who is sitting on death row with his execution scheduled for November 20th, Reed has been sitting on death row for the last 21 years after being convicted of the 1996 rape and murder of Stacey Stites. However, the Innocence Project, a nonprofit legal organization that helps exonerate the wrongfully convicted, has compiled new forensic evidence and DNA samples, which claim to show no signs of Reed having been at the murder scene.
Okay.
So here you have an innocent black man, and in this case, Reed's family believes that Sykes' then husband, who was a cop, had something to do with the murder. So of course, white girl, black man.
I feel like you're so racist, dude. I'm just saying that because
I'm just saying.
Like white people.
I'm just saying.
Gotta call it what it is.
Gotta call it what it is.
Oh my God, our white mixers probably don't hate you.
Man, listen, listen, white mixers, I appreciate y'all being in the mix and rocking with us. But y'all gotta talk to y'all people.
Tell them what?
Tell them quit doing this to us.
Okay.
You know, innocent black man.
You make me laugh.
Man put in jail on death row.
Yeah. And Kim Kardashian
Like, come
stepping
on.
in.
So Kim Kardashian is really doing, like, she's really doing it.
Mm-hmm. She is.
Really
I actually give her that credit.
Yeah,
you know, it's
really
good to know she's not in the news
man.
for the other stuff that she was once.
Yeah.
And she probably just got silly over it. Like, nah, I'm going to have to do something.
It's a team behind her.
There is a team behind her.
I
That's
did
true.
some research on Kim.
Okay.
And there's a lot of black women on that team behind Kim. So shout out to all of them.
Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to the black queens
Absolutely.
holding it down, man. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't want to bang on the table too hard.
Yeah, don't do that.
But yeah, shout out to them, man. Seriously, that's major ups right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any more for what we mixing
No, I
up?
think that's it.
That's it?
See?
Nah,
Okay.
we mixing up.
All right.
That's a bet. So
Bet.
we're going to move on
We
to
are
our
moving
roundtable
on.
mix question of the day. And listen, if you are in the mix and would like to call in, the number is 404-436-1277.
Right.
Again, 404-436-1277.
It's not just on Thursdays, guys.
Facts. We got hit with that.
We did get hit with that the first show, and I thought that was serious. So when you had
Word.
callers for like how long?
Yeah,
I
we
think
definitely.
mad episodes.
Probably like the
Thanks
first
to
12,
UK.
the first 12, 13.
Yeah, it was mad. I'm like, what? But
Really had me thinking like, damn, I can't believe the phone lines is only
I
open on
know.
Thursdays.
That's like, wow, we ain't gonna never get callers.
Thursdays.
You know, so yeah, we all can call in. But you know, shout out to my bro, Reggie. He had this question. I think this is something that he's been I guess has gone through, or maybe still may be going through. He wanted to know, just in general, how do you deal with somebody who, if you're in a relationship and they shut down emotionally, or just unresponsive, or just not, or unavailable rather. I don't know if y'all have been with someone like that, but I have some people in my mixiness who have, or yeah, they have, and they had some things to say about it. So one person said, I got rid of them next. So this, obviously they just didn't stay in it.
Cold world.
I know, right? Like, do you just dip? Like, I had another person who said that, and I'm like,
Sometimes
well,
you need to just dip.
Okay.
Looking at that response, she's probably been in a relationship before like that.
That was a guy.
Oh, that was a guy
who said it. Yeah.
So he probably been in a relationship before that was like that, and it was just like, yo, I'm not going to keep doing this. You have some people who are just like, once they see a red flag,
yeah, they be
yes,
true.
I can
That's true.
understand that. So
Okay.
I can understand that.
Cold world.
This other person said that's me. So this is a person who actually is, you know, emotionally unavailable. He said, you shouldn't have done what you did. Too old for a bunch of rah-rah. Okay.
Rah-rah.
Yeah. It's this female. It is me. I am she. My love and I have learned to compromise. Jack allows me a moment. It used to be days to calm, and I freely communicate my issues in my moment. I use it to calm down versus figuring out the solution. It strengthens our communication. Okay. So the person said, yes, myself. I usually get distance or a couple of hours to myself, and then I'm good. Movie, book, or a walk. So I guess it's just some of her coping skills. This person said time. I don't know what they meant by time, though. I should have followed up with it. Okay.
Yeah, because that's very detailed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I should have said exactly what did he mean by time. But I guess maybe he's saying it takes time. Give it time. I don't know. I'm assuming that he probably meant.
I'm just gonna come for your mixing for not being so detailed, because if that was my mixing, you'd have been like, oh, what was that?
I would have.
Yeah.
That is true. So I'm assuming that he may just give it time. That's what I'm assuming.
How about you find out later on?
You know what? I'm gonna ask that question. Like,
Yeah,
what did you
do
mean
that.
by time? Apparently, some people think that this was a woman's question. That some men are just not supposed to be asked these type of questions. Should expect women to be emotionally like available to them.
Who said that?
Of course. Who else could say that? Shout out to Brandon. Brandon
This
question
guy.
emotionally unavailable.
No,
this
that's
sounds
why-
like a
that's why I was-
question
that's
for
why I had the
women.
confused face.
Oh, of course.
I'm like, what? Oh, okay. It's like
Oh,
Kanye.
man.
I understand now. I understand
He
why you said
says,
that,
he
because
says,
of who it is.
other than a dog died, you know, like a pet, men aren't supposed to be emotional to the point that they need special attention. Maybe death in the family too.
Is this the same guy
Good luck.
that said when he lost his virginity, he said, "Ew, this ain't for me"?
This is the same Brandon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a no for me,
Okay.
dog.
So, you know, I had a mixing that kind of came for him and was like, yeah, she didn't really particularly care for that. Anyway, we'll keep it moving. One person, you know how the lady with the bag and she like closed her eyes and walk up? So just walk away is what she was implying, I'm assuming.
Annalise Keating.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah,
How to
walk
Get Away
away.
with Murder.
I don't watch that show.
What?
No, I've never watched the episode.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't jump on everything. I told you I don't jump on everything. I did jump on Power though. I did. When everybody's talking about that, I did. But
So you do jump on shit.
I jumped on that specific thing, not everything.
You jumped on the DMX challenge.
You know what? Anyway, I did. Okay, this person says shuts down. Yes, unfortunately that has been a lot of men I've dealt with because they didn't know how to appropriately process and react to their emotions. Open communication was helpful, creating a safe environment to talk about things without judgment, and also being a model through how I deal with my emotions. So this other person said, before marriage, yes, I have, and I left without looking back. She just dipped. And finally, this person said, I gave them options with guidelines, no outbursts of emotions and tone of voice when conversing, but I give the option of addressing the issues in a moment, or we both agree on a certain time to readdress the matter. Sometimes people need time to gather their thoughts and feel as they have a neutral zone to express what is on their mind. My methods have never failed me. That sounded good. All right, so that was my people's. What your people's had to say? Let's see. This person said, yup, that person eventually treats you like they don't care when you stop having the energy to try to talk to them when they are going through something. Always a lose-lose. If you try, they just don't want to talk for real. And if you just let them be, they hate that too. This person said, give them 10 chances, then after that, get disrespectful on number 11 and 12, leave. Science.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that because
Okay.
10 chances is very generous.
Facts.
All right. Yeah, very. I would agree with that. Relationship got weird. I was done after a while with dealing with that, so I just started making fake assumptions and throwing them out there. Oh, you're upset but won't say why. You mad because you don't wear glasses. LOL.
What?
Go ahead, Suchi. What you said on that one?
What? You don't wear glasses. How did we get here? What is going on?
Man.
Ex, all of my exes broke up with me. So can I say who this is?
Go ahead.
Cherry girl. So you trying to say you was emotionally unavailable? If you are watching, you are in the mix right now. We need you to call in to explain why you, ma'am, been that girl that's been emotionally unavailable to your man and men's actually, because you said exes that was plural. Okay. This one person said yes. And did the same back, which is part of the reason our relationship was so toxic and we are no longer together.
One more mixer
One more mixer.
Learn how they communicate best.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. So, gentlemen, Roundtable Mix, have you all been in a relationship with someone who shuts down emotionally or emotionally unavailable? And if so, how did you deal with it? You going first, Kizzy? Okay.
Are you going first?
You want me to go first?
Oh, I thought you
Either
was going
or.
to go first.
I can.
All right,
no.
see?
Yeah, no. So, I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? And it is very frustrating to say the least.
I can imagine so.
Because I'm not the most emotional person, you know. So because of that,
Oh, we got a caller.
Oh, we got a
You got a
caller?
caller?
Yes, we do.
Hello.
Caller, what's going on? You are in the mix. Please state your name.
My name is Reggie. How are you guys doing?
What's going
going
on,
on,
Reggie? How you feeling?
Shout out Reggie. Reggie, he's a guy who came up with the question. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to him.
Word. Word. How y'all doing up there tonight? Am I in the mix for real?
You are actually, yo, Reggie been wanting to get in the mix now forever.
Yo, listen, man, you are always welcome to get in the mix, man.
Absolutely.
We appreciate the energy too.
All right.
So Reggie, tell me, talk to us. You've been struggling with this for a minute now. I don't know if you're still going through it, but I know at one point in time you were.
Yeah, and it happens. I guess you attract what you are, so to speak, or not what you are in this case, but the classic narcissism and the empath. It's that tandem.
Mm-hmm. So what was it like for you?
But I've been on both sides of the spectrum, and to be honest, neither one of them felt good after you find out who and what you are.
Mm-hmm.
And for the person that's being shut out emotionally, they have to understand that isn't about them. Sometimes people they call that stonewalling. When people intentionally or unintentionally refuse to communicate. And sometimes, that's considered in narcissistic personality. So you also have to understand your partner, and, they may have trauma issues that they've dealt with in the past, and they just don't know how to process their emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have compassion for that person and try to understand that, or you can, walk away from it. It just depends on what's the healthy choice for you. But no, it doesn't feel good. You feel hurt, confused when you're shut out. Your partner emotionally shuts down, and it's just not a good feeling. I don't think it's healthy or conducive for a relationship. It's actually the main ingredient for a disastrous relationship.
Mm-hmm. For what I remember, Reggie, you stuck in there for some time, longer than most.
Well, due to ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
At both times, just not really knowing about myself. It's about having self-respect. If someone doesn't want to communicate with you, then you have to, they're free to do what they want with their own life, and you have to understand that. But in that process, it's frustrating to deal with because you're actually trying to change that person, and in doing so, you have to step back and do a little self-reflection as well.
Which is so hard for a lot of people. A lot of people either just don't or they just don't know how to.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's where professional help comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To easily help you.
A lot of especially in our community, a lot of people aren't willing to try counseling,
Mm-hmm.
And I think if people did that, then they would have healthy relationships.
I agree.
Not even romantic ones. That also happens in platonic relationships and business relationships as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to know who you're dealing with and knowing yourself.
So
what are your limitations?
So knowing what you know now and knowing that you had some self-reflection, if you've seen some red flags of someone who may be emotionally just unresponsive,
unavailable,
what do you do? Do you okay, I'm gonna try this out again, and you just walk nah, this ain't it? Oh, I think we lost him.
Oh,
hopefully he calls back.
Facts.
Yeah, he's ready for that good response.
Yeah.
All right, let's hold out on that. I was ready to see what you do in that sense.
Right. For the time being.
So what was I saying?
I don't think you got. Did you get started?
I don't think you got started.
I kind of did.
You did.
Yeah.
You said. I think you left off with I'm not. It was draining, and you're not.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
We back.
All right.
Yeah, we back. Okay. All right. Before you get back and say it's draining.
Okay.
I think we lost you.
Yeah, y'all ain't paid the Metro PCS bill up there.
This ain't our station.
Man,
I know we was
I
waiting
was
for
in the
that
mix.
that gem you was about to drop.
Oh man.
Yeah. Again, that's going to depend on, your level of tolerance and how much you care about that person. If it's a relationship you feel as though it's worth investing in, then I think a healthy conversation is needed at that point. And if not, it's also healthy to walk away. Sometimes we aren't qualified to deal with that.
Yeah, that's hard for some people though, letting go and walking away. For some of the things that you
It is.
mentioned,
It's very hard and it's very frustrating, but if you don't do it, then you're going to suffer.
Yeah.
So you have a choice. And again, that's where your self-respect and your self-reflection comes in. How much am I willing to take from this person, or how hurt can I be? What am I willing to accept?
So it sounds like
when you find that out, yeah.
It sounds like for you, you may be willing to try again. If it's a big if.
Again, that's a very good question. And knowing what I know, I think it's probably best for me to walk away. You can't change people. They say, I had a therapist once that said, how many social workers does it take to change a light bulb? And the answer is none. The light bulb has to want to change.
I approve that message.
Of course.
Yeah, that person has to want to change. And when I see that, then maybe we could talk at that point.
Okay. All right, Reggie, we appreciate you.
Reg, appreciate you getting in the mix. Thank you.
You want to come actually on the station. You have so much. You guys, this guy here is so just intelligent. His wisdom is just beyond.
So we got to bring him in the mix.
Me. Like what C would say, yeah, we do.
You're far too kind.
You are, though, Reggie. I enjoy my talks with you. I honestly do.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Facts. Always appreciate wisdom.
No doubt. I appreciate that, Lee. That's love. Thanks for having me. Anytime.
All right, Reg, take it easy.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. All right, C. Okay. So you were saying.
So as I was saying.
Very draining.
Very draining.
To say the least. Very draining to say the least. Let me get back on this train of thought real quick. Very draining to say the least. I'm not the most emotional person. So that being the case, I feel like there's a time and a space and a place to use emotions because they can change just like that. So from that, when I know it's that time and that place to use that stuff, whether it's from me or somebody else or whatever, and it's not being used or used at all or used incorrectly or something like that, like you said, being emotionally unavailable or I like to say emotionally unintelligent, is very frustrating because then I have to be this other me.
I'm still trying to see this other me.
No.
I don't want to see this other me.
I don't like to even be this other me.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
You are Aries.
It's not a thing.
So
it's not a thing that I like to do. But if I feel like I have to do it, I'm gonna do it.
What is this thing?
It's just like you kind of gotta go to great lengths to prove a point.
Is that you?
And if I have to go to great lengths to prove a point,
that is the Aries in you.
Then I'm gonna go to great lengths to prove a point.
Yeah.
Because in my eyes, it's almost like I shouldn't have even had to go here because you should have already understood before. And then you've gotten several chances before. But it's like, that's the emotionally unavailable thing. Because it's like, okay, you being emotionally unavailable, now I'm going to force something. Something's going to be forced. And it's going to be an emotion. It may not be the emotion you want. It may not be the necessary emotion for right now. But you had your chance at that.
So you say you're not the most emotional person. So how do people respond to you? Because I'm
not emotionally unintelligent though. I'm not unavailable either.
Okay. So you're able to attend to emotions
for when it matters. You know what I'm saying? I often, if anything, it may not seem like it, but I have good discernment.
Are you uncomfortable with overly emotional people? Like criers and like.
No.
Okay.
I might be a little uncomfortable with overly sensitive people. I don't do well with those kinds of people, but
yeah,
the overly emotional, no.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because I understand a whole lot.
Good for that understanding, because if you didn't, you will probably fall under the category of the people that we're discussing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That distinguishes or discerns the difference between the two. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in a similar situation too, and extremely draining. Because you always try to do what you can as a man to really understand a woman's emotions, and how she really wants you to react to those emotions. And sometimes you always hear a woman say, just give me time, but during that time frame you still want to like be there for her, because then if you don't really give her that time or show that you're emotionally there for her, then it's like you never really cared about my emotions.
But have you ever been with someone who you needed, like you're being emotional towards her, and she shut out?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was,
because people feel like men can't, go through things and be emotional, which is totally not true.
It was mentally messed up for me. Like I couldn't deal with it. Because it made me feel like I couldn't come to you.
Yeah.
If you were always there for me, and when I want to be emotional and need you to be there for me, you can't return a favor. So it kind of it was frustrating, and it kind of shut down and just wouldn't go to her. But she would be upset if I went to somebody else. So it's like you can't really be upset at that, because when I'm trying to come to you.
How she know she went to somebody else? You told her? Well, since you ain't talking to me, I went to Keisha.
Whoever. So I mean.
Okay.
What you expect? I can't keep bottling these emotions up, and the one person that I want to confide to, you not even try to be there for me. So can't really expect much.
Is that an excuse to cheat? Too? Since you weren't meeting my needs, I'm gonna go out and cheat.
You don't even gotta be cheating.
I just associated that because it was saying like my need isn't being met here, so I'm gonna find someone else that's gonna meet my need. So I just thought about cheating in that sense. But that's essentially the same, right?
What?
You were saying,
Emotionally cheating?
well, no, I was just saying in the sense of that need of her being emotional wasn't being met for you, so you went to Keisha to go, let her hear you out.
I don't go to random people. So
well, no, a good friend. Like I'm just saying the name in general, but the point is she was upset because you went to somebody else.
Yeah, I go to close friends of mine, because I can trust them and know that if I share something with them, they're not going to use that against me. Because you also have some people who are emotionally unavailable because they've been through situations to where they've emotionally opened up to someone and it's been used against them. You have some people who's like that, so then they feel very insecure to share those emotions with someone, because they may fear that in a heated argument you're going to throw at me what I told you, which was very personal that nobody else knows. So you have some people like that too.
I think some people too that I've learned struggle with vulnerability and empathy. So when people are coming to them with emotions, they just don't know how to be in that space with that person and just know how to respond. They don't know how to be like, I can understand what you may be going through, or I can only imagine what you're going through. I think people really not everyone, of course, but there are, a lot of people that struggle with that. I know in my example, dealing with this person, I feel like I want to pull out every hair off my head. It was so frustrating. And I seek to understand. So it's even way before I decided I wanted to be a therapist. But I just want to understand what is like the wall here. What's going on? Is it,
right?
I don't know. And I'm a communicator. So I just felt so shut out. And I'm like, talk to me. Like, I want you to just let me know what's going on, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. I want to know. I feel like I need to know. And it was just not happening. And I started to realize that he just wasn't able to. He just didn't know how to. And I became so frustrated and had this expectation that couldn't be met. That didn't work for me. I want someone who feels like they're able to talk to me, especially I feel like I'm your partner, your best friend. Like, that's what, because when I'm super emotional. So I feel like people who put up with me, high five of them, because I'm a crier. I communicate my feelings. It's never going to be a moment when you don't know how I feel, because I'm always going to share it. You know, so I expect that in return. I feel like if I can't get that, I just feel like for me in a relationship that I want, it's just not going to work. So can I deal with somebody necessarily that's emotionally shut out and not willing to learn how to communicate their feelings and just can't? No. But would I encourage people to just kind of just walk immediately? If they, like Reggie said, they feel like they can work through it, they feel like the relationship is worth it, then they try. You know, and if it just doesn't work, then okay. But I feel like you have to gain an understanding exactly of why is this happening. You know, like you said, and one of the things that I read on is by creating a safe space. Some people don't feel safe enough to, again, be vulnerable, to share some of their deepest emotions. It's not easy to talk about a lot of things that we go through. And they want to feel like that person, you know, they can trust that person. So if you don't have that,
that's a super fact.
You know.
Yeah. I feel like you could probably do like an icebreaker with that.
Which is?
To probably like make them feel secure enough that like, you know what, like, you can trust me, whatever's going on. Because I think it can be, you know, because before I would question myself like, damn, like what do I need to do in order for her to really open up and understand that, you know, I am trying to be here to listen.
Right.
But it just, I don't know. Now, I don't think I could deal with someone who's just like emotionally just anything, and I just can't be there for somebody who's just constantly just rambling on about something that's just like,
that's not, now see, no, because you'll be like the type of person to be like, but it's not that serious.
I would.
And no,
that is me.
Kid Six.
That is me. I am that person.
You guys cannot minimize. Okay.
Sometimes it ain't.
In my humble opinion, you guys cannot minimize someone else's.
Of course, coming from you being the emotional one.
Not even. This is something I would tell my clients, to not minimize someone else's issues. Just because it's not serious to you does not mean it's not that serious to the person. Even if you feel like this is so fucking stupid, still attend to them. That's it. That's going to be hard. Do you know how many people I see on a day-to-day basis talk about really just like, really, you're in my office for this, but I don't, you know, show that. Like, you got to be attentive, be empathetic. You got to learn that.
Yeah, when it's really stupid, I don't really know how to show.
You don't know how to tend to, yeah.
Especially if it's really stupid.
But you have to understand that's your judgment of what you think is stupid and what is not. So you have to take yourself out of it, because it's not about you. It's about that person. They're coming to you. So now when you do that, it's not that serious. They're going to shut down. They're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Carlton. Well, not you either, because you on the same page. You're going to talk to Kay or something because he listens to me. Then you're going to feel some type of way when she's rapping to another guy about her issues, and she should be coming to you.
I ain't going to be tripping.
Or ain't you?
I ain't going to be tripping. I'll be like, thank God.
No. See, this is a teachable moment, Kid Six. This is teachable.
I know.
No, you're not. You're not. You have to attend to it. It's not about you. Don't make it about you. Take yourself out of it and put yourself in that person's shoes of what they're going through. Even if it's hard, try. Y'all making me sound like the therapist right now. I was off, 5:30, 6. I ain't want to be the therapist right now.
I want to clarify.
Go ahead, see. Clarify.
Because it's because of situation like this where I've had to, like, you know, expand on my vocabulary as such and learn how to communicate better.
Yeah.
Because I've also learned that there is, just like how you can minimize something, you can maximize something too. And because of that, that's where the communication comes in. Because it's like, okay, if it seems small, I'm going to be like, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to minimize it off rip.
Okay.
But you're going to really have to explain to me why this seemingly small thing is a bigger thing. And if it's not, then I might be like, you know what?
But again, you guys are making it about you. She may be maximizing it, but it's not. That's not important. The point is, they need you to listen.
And I would listen.
That's it. Sometimes you only need to respond. I need you to hear me. That's it. If you think it's small, big, it doesn't matter what you think at this point.
That, but there's like life that has to go on afterwards. Mm-hmm. And if stuff like this is gonna continue to happen, where you're maximizing things that don't need to be maximized, at some point it's gonna have to stop.
Well, here's the thing: if you feel like you are with someone and maybe overly dramatic, then that is a decision you need to make and saying, "Hey, this is not gonna work for me. I can't attend to your emotions."
Before it even gets there, though, you got to tell them about it.
But they just may be that person who some things are just like that for them, and that you have to say deal or no deal. You seeking probably change. You can verbalize your opinion about it, but if it's just this is how the person is, then you're gonna have to decide and say, hey, I this ain't for me.
But sometimes it's not just who they are. It could be just who they are for a moment. They can realize and snap out of it.
Maybe in those cases, if they realize like, oh, dang, maybe it isn't not that serious. Then, but we know, so the people who, they're so dramatic, that's just.
But that's why I like that one response when she was like, give them 10 chances, get disrespectful on the 11th, and then dip on the 12th. Because if you can give them 10 chances, especially if they haven't always been that kind of person, and then they kind of turn to that, and it's like, all right, you're doing this, I'm trying to be there, but you shutting out, or you being like this, or whatever. Then after a while, it's like, all right, maybe you don't see how this is affecting me or us, even though I'm communicating how I see it's affecting you, and I'm telling you how it's affecting me or whatever. But now I might have to wild out. And
I'm gonna be on the same because I mean, again, to you when you're saying sit there and listen, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
And again, if it's something so small and minor,
to
the point, but. Even to her friends, because if she presents it to her friends and they're telling her that it wasn't that deep, it shouldn't have to be someone else for you to understand, like, okay, for you to come back and be like, all right, I apologize, it wasn't that deep.
Hear me
like
out, though.
You said.
That's not the point.
No.
The point is, in that moment, they just need you guys to be attentive. That's it. They're not looking for big, small. You trying to measure what the severity of their issue.
Listen, I'm going to listen.
That's it. So in your mind, you probably be like, fuck, I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. It might seem like I'm not paying attention.
You probably really not, because you're thinking in your head, this is stupid.
I'm really like, when I say I'm very
And who wants to think that you're talking to somebody who thinks that everything you say is dumb?
When I pay very close attention to what everyone is saying. Very close attention. You could tell me something 2 months ago, and I'm going to remember it. And I'm be like, no, remember when you told me?
You're so annoying with that, too.
Yeah.
But I'll give you that. But anyway.
But yeah.
The point is, I feel like you guys, like, since becoming a therapist, it teaches you so much about yourself. It teaches you about communication, interpersonal relationships, just a lot. I just absolutely just loved so much of what I've learned. I'm still working on that whole, like, oh, this is dumb. But it's teaching me to kind of just be in the moment with that person. Because sometimes that's all they need. Not even a response, just listening, actively listening and hearing. Sometimes you got to listen to what people are not saying too, and it may be more to what y'all think, oh, it's so big, but then realizing what they're saying that's underlying that. Like, why are they maximizing this? What's really going on? It could be some other things that you may discover.
Right. That's why I was saying I give the chance for all of that.
Yeah, all that stuff that I just said.
That's why I said I had to learn how to be a better communicator. Because of stuff like that. And it's almost
I applaud you.
It's almost like I had to play a role of a therapist.
Yeah.
And I'm not a therapist. And this ain't no therapist-client relationship.
Yes, that's
so
true.
Because of that, I'm not about to just sit here every single time and just let you unpack. I'm not always at the capacity to do
Which is why Reggie did say, if it is that case for some people, which it is, they need to seek professional help.
That's
and I agree.
10 chances, but on chance number 11, you might get wilded out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because let me tell you, where I am today at 31.
You ain't with the shits?
25-year-old Jules, 25 to,
I'm laughing
28, 29.
You sure 30?
Yeah.
I'm until last year.
Damn, what you know on the mic?
I'm always hitting myself. But yeah.
That would have been a Jules to where I would have just like kept arguing and not really trying to hear where they're coming from.
Up until last year.
Yeah. I think once you hit 30, you just become like real mature. like real mature.
No, it's that. No, you know what it is. Reggie said it. It's self-reflection. Some people struggle with that and realize it has a lot. What's going on with me?
I'm getting that wisdom in me. So everyone who keeps noticing my little gray hair and my beard, not getting rid of it, just need y'all to understand. Somebody tried to call me out on it in my video over the weekend.
Anyway, we don't care about that.
But that's wisdom. They call that wisdom.
Okay, Mr. Wisdom, you feel a little happy because you growing up. You ain't going out like that. You know how to communicate and listen.
Facts.
All right.
Even if it's stupid, I'ma still listen.
Right, see?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna teach y'all some things. I'm telling y'all. Y'all can learn a lot about just like I said about yourselves and how to deal with other people. I really have. I learned a lot, and I still learn. You know,
since like 21. I've been learning.
Yeah, and we like I said, you always evolve and continue to learn and grow. But in closing, guys, so I think to deal with somebody who's emotionally unavailable, it takes again some patience, understanding your partner.
A lot of that.
Huh?
I said I got a lot.
Yeah, so it does take patience and trying to understand your partner or seek to understand your partner, creating a safe place and not putting too much pressure on them. 'Cause I feel like they are going to shut down. They're just not that person ready to talk on how to. And you're like constantly like, come on. That's what I was doing. Completely shut out. That's not a good route to take. And then, I mean, if you do all of those methods and you realize it's just not for you, exit stage left. And it's okay. I feel it's another thing I want to talk about too, because we often stay in toxic situations for some of the, well, I'm not going to say the wrong reasons, but reasons I feel like it's just not good enough. Time, you know, how much they invested, maybe just not hurting a person. It's so many things. And it's like, it's okay to let go. It may not be the best. It's not the best thing for you. And oftentimes we know that and we stick in it. So if you know you're somebody who you need, hey, you got to tend to my emotions and that person's just not able to do it and you put that time in, it's okay to let go. So, and yes, y'all heard it first. Seek professional help. It's okay. We need to continue to advocate for our people to go to therapy. It's needed. Some of our guys have came out and said it. Who came out? Of course, Charlamagne the God. He's a super advocate for it. Didn't Wale, he recently came out and said that he went to therapy. Helped him out. So you got our black men out here, especially our black brothers, getting help. So that's the roundtable Mixx question.
That was good. Shout out to Reggie for that.
Shout out to Reggie for that.
Absolutely. And for calling in.
And for calling in.
Listen, Mixxners, y'all are always welcome to call in. All right, don't be shy. It is okay. Get in the mix with us. So I think before we get into whose man's is this, we could do some gear grinders.
Oh, I got one. But I'm going to let you go first.
We could do some gear grinders, man.
This one pissed me off today.
I'm not going to lie. What grinds Jules' gears, listen, and Mixxners, if you have anything that grinds your gears, man, you could call us up or you can even hit us up on IG. Let us know what grinds your gears. 404-436-1277. Something that grinds my gears are the people who make their relationship known on social media. And what I mean by known, you make everything that y'all go through known on IG. To the point to where it's very annoying. 1 minute you're happy, we know you're happy. Then the next minute you over this dude or you're over her. I'm tired of it. It's annoying. Stop feeling like you have to post everything for social media because you just need everyone to, accept like, oh, okay, your happiness.
I'm glad you brought that up because some people argue like if you put too much things on social media, hey, that's too much. Don't do that. It's not a journal, blah, blah, blah. Some people say, well, I don't have people to talk to. This is my way to like vent and like talk about stuff and other things.
We're not trying to hear that.
You are not trying to hear that.
I'm not trying to hear it because I feel like because you look goofy.
So you're doing it for attention. That was the other argument. Okay.
You really do it for attention. Like you have some people who, like I've had some followers who would be like, I hate the ones that are always like, oh, I'm going ghost. I'm tired of being on social media. If you need me, you could contact me by phone and leave the post up But then when somebody comment on it, they go right back on there. Like you just said, you was going off social media. Mm-hmm. Like at this point, you just doing that for attention.
I think
you're
attention.
mad at your dude. Go focus on him.
Yeah.
Like that's
happens.
annoying.
Yeah.
And then turn around 2 days later, 15 hours later, y'all back together. You make yourself look ridiculous.
But you sound so invested in this stuff.
No,
I know.
it's not that. Like,
I just mess with you
because I just keep encountering it, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's these people. Hey, look at us. We're happy. You know,
look
get
for
on that
social
level.
media acceptance so much, like it's annoying. You don't have to do that because you look crazy.
You know, they say the most successful relationships are people who don't post on social media.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seriously though, who do I have something to prove for? Like I don't worry about y'all.
And you know what? You know what's crazy, because I get into a little back and forth with people when they try to say that people who don't because they always try to say men, when they say some men who don't post their significant other, they're trying to like be sneaky.
Yeah,
and it's
hear
like
that a lot.
nobody's trying to be sneaky. I just don't want you in my business.
Yeah.
I don't need that. You're not really happy for me. You just waiting for the day that those pics of us go down so you can slide into the DMs.
Right. People do be waiting for that.
They do be waiting for that. Yeah.
They'll double tap. Oh, that's what's up. I'm happy for y'all. Once those pics are gone.
So you leave them in like,
Yeah.
Is he not? Now I gotta directly ask. I don't want to do that.
Gotta ask.
I gotta put myself out there.
But it's just like you don't have to do everything. Like I mean, really look at it. We all know that J. Cole married, right?
Yeah.
Got a whole marriage. He does not and has a kid. Doesn't broadcast everything of their relationship on social media. Kendrick too.
We didn't even know he got married. He kind of like slipped in an interview?
Yeah,
it was
so
like,
it's
damn.
like,
yeah.
It's okay. Like you can be private with your relationship.
Absolutely.
Because we all know that everyone loves to try to tear down your happy home.
But you know, I mean, I guess people are going to use it. They use social media for. I 100% agree with you. I think people just don't. There's no privacy, period.
Yeah.
With social media, I still value privacy. There's just things that I don't care to share with people. I don't with my job. I don't put that up there. I may have like a pictures of coworkers, but I don't do that. I don't post. I've never posted my degrees. I've never posted my license. I don't know. I just use Facebook for entertainment. I haven't posted relationship stuff. You guys y'all never see me and my husband like. I don't think I'm posting either. I don't know. Maybe if I get married, I may do a post or two. But that's just not. I don't have anything to prove to people. I really don't. And the people who really know what's going on in my life, in my circle, they know. I ain't gotta post it.
Those are the most important.
That's the most important people. Yeah. So everybody else is just. So I agree.
Facts. Y'all got any gear grinders?
I got a gear grinder.
What's that?
So right.
His gear grinders are so funny because they be mad simple that be bothering him.
For real.
I be waiting for him.
So like, people do this thing sometimes, right? Where they hit you up at the last minute, you know, about whatever, anything in the world. They hit you up at the last minute, but then they expect an immediate response. And it don't make sense.
It doesn't.
It's like you hit me up at the last minute. How you even gonna think that I'm just supposed to just drop everything just to respond? You hit me up at the last minute.
Can I piggyback on that? I mean, just a little different. We're talking about phone calls and people.
Phone calls,
so if you
whatever.
call once and I don't respond, why do you feel the need to call 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times? If I'm supposed to just magically pick it up. Even if I ignore the first call, I'm probably going to ignore the second, third, and fourth, and fifth one too until I'm ready to call you back.
Oh my
Or if
God.
I say I'm going to call you back, and then like maybe like 10 minutes and you don't need to call you back. Like
It's this thing called entitlement that
it
people
is
have.
this thing called entitlement. It's a kind of piggybacks on what you're saying. They felt entitled that, look, I respond to you. I need you. You're not here for me. What? At the time I need you to be?
How
You
dare
better
you.
respond. How dare you?
How dare you be doing something instead of nothing when I need you?
When
to
I
be
need
doing
you the
nothing?
most. So you don't like entitled people. See, that they grind your gears.
They don't, because it's like the entitlement. It's like it stems from this whole like, because I know you have a cell phone and I know that it's on you. I know that when I'm calling you, there's a big chance that you see that I'm calling, even though like maybe 90%. And in
that case, that is fact, but that doesn't necessarily mean.
But this is what I'm about to say. Maybe 90% of the time, my phone is probably on Do Not Disturb. And the other 10% of the time when it's not, my ringer is still off because of that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? People have lives outside of just dropping everything for you.
Yeah.
When you contact somebody about whatever, especially when I feel like the logic should be if you contact somebody at the last minute, you kind of gotta expect a last minute.
Do you see how that should works? You should answer my text because
for them, but then I will be like, it makes more sense that you shouldn't expect a response like that,
right?
And people don't put it this way. They don't care. It's just like
they don't care.
If you see me calling you 1,000 times, you gotta know it's important, and it's like it's important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because bro, that's really a gear grinder of mine. When like, if someone calls you, and then they'll text you immediately afterwards, like, "Hey, I called."
You know,
I know you called, son. Like,
I peeped. Word.
I know you called.
People do be doing that.
Damn.
I guess in some cases they think, no, I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not. I was about to.
Like, oh my God, I understand you. I understand you called. Cool.
So how do you respond to it?
I ignore it. I wait. Yo, sometimes, yo, it just be a moment to where you just want to kick back and relax. Like for me, I want to kick back and listen to my music. I just want to be in my own little vibe. Listening to my
if
music.
people don't know that about you, then they're gonna assume that you're just being, a dickhead.
Nah, I have my moments where I can be, but
for people who do know, but people also know you're very moody, so they know that there are moments you feel like talking and moments you don't. But some people don't know that about you, so they have this expectation, and then you let them know, like, oh, I get it. See, when you kind of know who you're dealing with, you know what to expect and you know what not to expect.
But they know they'll try to make it like. They'll make it seem as though it's important, but it's really not important.
No, they just want to talk to you.
Yeah, they just want.
They want your attention. They want it now. Damn it! How dare you ignore them?
Like, oh, what's up? What was going on? Oh, nothing. It was nothing important.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
now I'll hit you.
I'm gonna head out.
Now I'm not going to call back.
So now I hate you. You know.
Facts. Yeah.
My gear grinder is people just kind of knowing their place, and some people just don't. I had a situation at work where I feel like this. I don't know what to call her because we don't even know her role anymore. She was a clinical director, but the role got stripped because I guess she just wasn't suitable for the position. I feel like she's kind of like, I don't know if she's unintentionally stepping on toes, but I think she's trying to do certain things to prove that, yes, I in fact am, I can do this job. And I feel like she's trying to do some of the things that I'm supposed to do, my responsibilities as a clinical coordinator. And I'm like, man, I got this. And she's tagging my supervisor and stuff. And I'm like, yo, know your place. So it's making me look I'm not doing my job when in fact I am. You're just doing too much. And that's another gear grinder to add on. People doing too much and people not knowing their place. Super gear grinder of mine.
I agree.
We on that?
I agree.
Yeah, stop. I need to wear a shirt, just be like, yo, stop with the stop sign.
Stop.
Just stop.
Stop.
Just stop. And I really want to tell her that. Now, you know how when you at work and you got to send an email out, but it has to be professional, but you really want to get smart?
Yeah.
That's how I was today. I had to sit for like a good 5 minutes, like, all right, how am I going to, I got to be professional with this, but I need to get my point across, directly. So yeah, that's my gear grinders.
I do better, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to whose man's is this?
Oh, we got one.
And we got a whose man's is this? And I had put this into the group chat.
You did.
And again, people always question why are we even still having this debate? But it's people like this, while us folks at the HBCUs trying to mind their business, you have fools like this. So I'm gonna just let you guys.
You gonna play that?
Yeah, I'm gonna just let you guys listen to this and see why he's gonna get a whose man's is this.
Using the Pythagorean logarithmic theorem formula, solve the square root of 152,000 divided by pi with no calculator.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, of course. Using the Pythagorean logarithmic theorem formula. Solve the square root of 152,000 divided by pi with no calculator. Can you use that in a sentence? Can anyone tell me what 2 plus 2 is? Yes, you. 4. Great job. Now here's the tricky one. What about 2 times 2? Yes, you again. 4. Great job. Now everyone in the classroom gets an A+.
Now, this young man was trying to do his comparison between a PWI and HBCU classroom. And he's black.
And he is black.
He is black.
I ain't sign off on that one.
And his name on social media is Quell_not_funny. And yes, you were not funny.
You see the comments.
That was the proper
nail on the head with that.
That was the proper name to give yourself because you were not funny. I would consider you a coon for even making a video like this, trying to make it seem as though we don't get a good education.
Yeah, y'all get very
you look dumb.
dismal education to say the least.
I don't even know who signed off and approved and told you that this would be funny and this would be a good look for you, but it's really
probably
not.
his PWI friends. That's probably white. White.
Damn. You know what we're going to bless him with?
Yeah.
Before you bless him, real quick.
What's that?
Want me to make you even more mad?
Is some more to this?
Oh my God. He's Omega Psi Phi.
For real, somebody said he was an alpha.
I clicked on his link.
He's a cute.
Because somebody's response to him was, "Damn, bro, you part of an organization founded at an HBCU. Go figure."
Wow, you guys.
I think that deserves another Who's Man's Is This.
Yeah, he gotta give another.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Shit,
I ain't my brother.
Oh, you ain't your brother now?
I ain't my brother. Listen.
You don't claim yes he is, right?
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know that man.
Sorry.
Oh, now you can't claim a brother from your fraternity.
Would never rock with him at all.
Sorry to that man.
Sorry to that man.
That was good. That was classic.
Nah, I knew it was gonna make him mad because I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Come on,
See?
bro. Come
Do
on,
better,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
We got another Who's Man's Is This though too.
Oh,
you
want to share this one, bro? I think you might have to share this.
Yeah. So
this was very draining for me. She got more Who's Man's Is This than you did
in
one day, in one setting.
So look, right. We were a guest on a podcast over the weekend, Jules and I.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a friend of ours. She was here before.
Yes.
Alex.
Yes.
You know, we drove out there, whatever. And, you know, we was just having casual conversation in between takes, et cetera, et cetera. And while we were talking, I made a reference, like, you know, about shooting your shot. Like, you know, either you shooting your shot, you can shoot the 2, you can shoot the 3. She was just like, damn, what sport is that? She didn't know what sport that was we were referring to. I don't know how many sports you can shoot a 3 in.
Really?
Hey, what business is this?
Yeah.
That was just one.
That was said on air?
It was more.
On air.
It's there's a plethora of movies that, you know, our people kind of got.
Come on, you can't even compare me to her though. I'm not getting Who's Man's Is This for that.
This is the comparison though.
Okay.
You know, it's a bunch of movies that, you know, we all, you know who I mean by we, that we know of. You know, we all should have seen. A bulk of those movies she hasn't even seen. Some of them she hasn't even heard of.
I was disgusted.
He was disgusted. He's making that face right there.
Yeah.
See, y'all comparisons just ain't even going nowhere because she wasn't getting none of them. Y'all were agreeing with each other, getting it. It just be like,
she was just looking lost.
Yeah, like
it was a lot of situations where it was just like, yo, we making a reference real quick. You know where that came from?
Oh, you call me whitewash. You know what?
Yeah. So Alex, we rocks with you. You know, all love, but we're gonna bless you with a Who's Man's Is This?
Hey, whose man's is this?
That is a shame.
That is.
I must admit.
You have any other?
Yes, we bless it. Y'all stop getting crazy over these Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Facts.
Oh, you gotta get a Who's Man's Is This,
really
period.
Hey, whose man's is this?
All right? It's getting out of hand now. Y'all better go take yourself to there's so many other chicken spots.
Facts.
Way before Popeyes even had a chicken sandwich.
See, this
other than
type
Chick-fil-A.
this type of ish doesn't happen at establishments like Chick-fil-A.
Of course you would say that. It's the white thing to say.
This would never happen at Chick-fil-A.
So yeah,
ever.
That is my only who's man is this for this.
But
season.
yeah, man. Listen, we appreciate everyone rocking with us and getting in the mix tonight. If you are a new mixer, we appreciate it and hope you tune in each and every Tuesday. Any
shout
church
out to my
announcements?
guy Reg again. Reg,
Facts.
thanks for getting in the
Shout out
mix.
to Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
No big church announcements. I do want to let y'all know that we are 12 days away, and the Mixx will be celebrating our 4-year anniversary.
I just celebrated my first.
Facts.
I'm excited.
Your girl Leah celebrated her 1-year anniversary being on the team. Carlton's anniversary is actually in December
12th to be exact.
December 12th.
I believe that 12th or 13th. One of those days. I'm gonna double check.
So yeah, man. Yeah. So we just having big celebrations, and we actually have a big special guest joining us for the 4-year.
I know.
Celebration.
Excited for
so
that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, man. So listen.
See, I got a question real quick. Does it feel like you've been with us like for a year?
I ain't gonna front. If it's a year, that year flew past.
I'm telling you, right? I'm like, Jack, it's been a year already for me. Like, I didn't feel like it.
Like, it really flew,
it
man.
Did. Yeah.
So we appreciate everyone rocking with us and tuning in. Until next week, same time, same place. It's your big dog, Cake 6. Chi-Town's finest, Carlton, your dig, and your girl, Leah. And your girl so effing classy, always behind the scenes, holding things down, and we out of here.